Hey there, lads and lassies. I hope you guys are doing extremely well today. It's Dave here, and welcome back to the next episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, brief recap. A lot of weird stuff happened. So main points were we spent our time doing free time, where we spoke to both Aoi and Byakuya, learned a bit more about them. Byakuya is still pretty much an ass, and Aoi was starting to break again a wee bit when we were talking to her. Like she felt like she was gonna die, or she just had to get out. She had to get out no matter what. She was going down that avenue of thinking, well, shit, she's gonna end up killing someone. She's like on the 50-50 edge, is what I'm trying to say. But then Makoto calmed her down, saying instead of, because she wanted to get out so she could complete her goals, really, which is to earn a gold medal at what I'm assuming is the Olympics. But we set her the challenge of she always needs to move around and be active and do new things and set goals and stuff like that. So we said to her, set athletic goals while you can, while they're trapped in the school. And she seemed to calm down by that. So she seems absolute on getting new goals done with her swimming and whatever else. Byakuya is just saying he's awesome, really, pretty much, and how he's the savior of the Togami family and how they're not going to take over the world, but the universe, pretty much, and how he earned $4 billion within a day of stock markets. Makoto went to sleep, but it looked as if he was suffering from some kind of illness, like a fever, so maybe a cold or flu. But he then either was dreaming or woke up to a very bad scenario where the masked figure that attacked him previously in the secret storeroom or secret library research room within the boys' bathroom on the second floor, that person was going to attack him again, except this time with the knife that he'd been keeping safe that everyone else had found. So that person had got the knife and was looking as if Makoto was about to be killed in his bed by this masked person, who could be the mastermind or Mukuru Ikusaba. We still don't know. And also, we still hadn't found any signs of Kyoko. We did say she was missing in the last episode, but the masked figure then disappeared, and then the next thing you knew, Makoto was waking up in his bed still to Kyoko in his room. And then it all kind of went blank from there, and he's been asleep the rest of the night. Woke up the next morning to then find out that all the other students, so Togo, Byakuya, Aoi, and Hiro, Kyoko's still missing, but the rest of them had all spent the night up all night, and they'd found Monokuma destroyed in the gym. So it kind of proves that Monokuma is a robot. We have been told like there's many Monokumas, so whether they're all robots, don't know. But anyway, there was a Monokuma in the gym destroyed, and it showed that he was a robot. And so they came up with the theory that possibly something's happened to the mastermind because Monokuma's not being controlled anymore. Byakuya and the others were poking away at Monokuma's body and trying to get parts out, and Makoto was freaking out because obviously they're breaking a rule by hurting Monokuma or violence against Monokuma. But they don't seem to react because Monokuma apparently was completely shut down and not reacting to the fact that Byakuya and the others had stayed out at nighttime, didn't go to their rooms to go to sleep. So it looks as if Monokuma's out for the count at the moment. His rules are not going to be enforced, so we need to find the mastermind. So Byakuya then came up with the idea of, let's break into the headmaster's office. So Makoto hasn't really revealed any of the information to the others of what he's learned from Kyoko about the 16-student Mukuro Ikusaba, the ultimate despair. And also, he hasn't revealed to them that Kyoko is actually the thief that stole Monokuma's precious key. And he also didn't tell them that Sakura had apparently broken the headmaster's office door lock. So yeah, Makoto's withholding a lot of information from the others, but I'm guessing he might help them out when they get to the door here. But anyway, guys, so that's a brief recap of what happened in the last episode and all we know so far. Now we need to go to the headmaster's office and get some more answers, and hopefully we can get in this time, because I did check the headmaster's office last time and it was locked again. So Had Monokuma or the mastermind realized the door was broken and fixed it the next day? Don't know. So anyway, guys, let's get to it. So I can clearly see as we ended the last episode that Toko's just up here in the hallway. Oh, and Aoi's right behind her. Okay. Well, can I go in the data lab just while we're here? No, of course not. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Right, so where's Byakuya and Hiro? That's what I'm next curious about. Surely... Well, actually, knowing Hiro's a bit of an idiot, he could be somewhere else. That's the wrong one, Makoto. And speaking of Hiro, he just pops up on the screen. I was about to say, maybe, I was thinking, well, he is a bit of an idiot. Maybe he's in the music room. I go try the door, and I'm the idiot. That's the wrong one, Makoto. We got to set our sights on the headmaster's room. Come on, you know where it's at, right? Okay, so Hiro stopped us going into that room. Is Byakuya going to be on this side stopping us from going in those rooms? Oh no, Byakuya's there. Oh, and Hiro's there too. Alright. Let me just try.
Just a second.
Whoa, all of them are going to stop me. Wrong, Makoto. The headmaster's room is that away.
Huh?
That's not right at all. What? Are you paralyzed with fear? Gonna fly back to the chicken coop? Oh yeah, and Toko accused Makoto of being a chicken and he has to go to the chicken coop on the 5th floor and hang out as the 6th chicken. God, it's not very nice at all, Toko. So if I maybe go into the try the chem lab, is Byakuya gonna show up? Yes. That's not where we need to go. Oh, right. But I'll speak to them all individually first. So, Toko? Oh god, yeah, of course she'd get she'd get hot and steamy because of Byakuya leading the way. Naturally, Master's the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way. Oh, fucking hell. At least she's talking, I guess. Aoi?
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us. I hope so. She can kick the ass of anyone. Her spirit can kick the ass of anyone, even if she's a ghost. So we're definitely going to find something to help us bring this to an end. I hope you're right, Aoi.
Huh?
Are you doing this on purpose, or are you really that stupid? Maybe I'm doing it on purpose, or maybe I'm stupid. Who knows? Right, Hiro, what have you got to say? We've finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it, before the mastermind catches us all. Good point.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? Okay, so I guess we just try the door, guys. But I mean, last time we tried, it was locked. Yep, exactly. Rattle, rattle. And is this where Makoto's going to reveal it was meant to be broken? It's locked, as expected. So, what are you going to do? Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges, break into a locked room. I suppose Monokuma's not around to enforce it. Wait, but the rules say... We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. That doesn't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we're in here...
So in other words...
Then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but...
What?
We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. Oh god, she's gonna... let's say she's going to climax shortly, guys. Not to be too crude and lewd. This is how beautiful! Not as lewd as Toko, anyway.
I mean...
For serious.
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down. Yeah, that's what... We need Sakura for that. Okay, but how are we going to do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The pickaxe. The thing in the tool shed.
Oh, so then...
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Makes it sound as if Mondo knew this. Nah, because it couldn't have been Mondo that put it there. He didn't have access to the 5th floor. That's still one of the other questions that needs to be answered. Why is a pickaxe from Mondo's crazy diamond biker gang doing in the school? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. In the morning, okay.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. 9:01? You want us to go all the way up to the 5th floor? You want us to go to the 5th floor through to the botanics lab room and get back down to you in 1 minute? No chance. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself? Oh, he's given that order to Toko. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Oh my god. Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Oh, you've only got 50 seconds left. Take too long, and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. Oh, he's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
I am starting to wonder whether those are Kyoko's last words, since we've found no signs of her at all. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed, man. I'm so tense, I can hardly talk. I'm all Flubus? No. I'm totally alright, he's flabbergasted, he can't talk. Wow, what a word. Flap sauce? Oh god, what triggered Jill to come out? Oh. I've just answered my own question. What triggered Jill to come out? Toko passing out. Toko must have come across blood. Gross. Where'd that come from? Wait, genocide Jill? Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appeared.
Hello, it's the wonderful murderous fiend here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile and the sticky-out tongue as standard. Right, Byakuya, get her under control.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe. Seeping imbecile? Oh, master, you wound me with your executable level barbs. Bouchoir, here comes the bloody nose. Oh, God. Seriously, though, did you really forget the pickaxe? They don't share memories or thoughts. They don't know what each other's thinking or being told to do.
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. You should invest in those, hero. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch. Yes.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I'd find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. Yeah, why did Toko pass out? Or change? One more mystery?
Have you reached that certain age?
Yep. Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now, what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You gotta be kidding!
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. Found... Yeah, what? What did you find? What? Corpus? Corpse.
SOB!
Did you hear me? I said corpse. A corpse?
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden? And there's only one person missing from the group.
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. Shit. Please, don't let it be Kyoko. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... Oh, it's not Kyoko. It's the masked person with the knife. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach, up to the hilt. What the? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? You can unmask. Chapter 5, the 100-mile dash pain of a junk food junkie, the deadly life. Crime scene investigation time, I guess. Just to make things clear. Yeah, it's that person. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. But yeah, I did notice on the corpse, the nails were painted red. This person here didn't have painted nails. And whoever that was, now they're... Well... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you, there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way!
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body? Well, Owie, you should be used to it by now. And probably yes.
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. ... Well, it didn't come up with investigate, so this can't... And obviously we haven't had a body announcement from Monokuma, so Monokuma must definitely be out for the count right now. What's going on? Who is that? How's the sprinkler system? I have to check the body before... Oh, right, fine. We need to find out who this actually is. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that well. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? Good questions. How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing, all signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell?
Well...
I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Oh, here we go. Reveal. Togo's hand shot out toward the mask. And in the next instant... the body blew up? Oh god, Toko Genocide Jill's been sent flying. There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, 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 it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then,
Come on.
hurry up, put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. Yeah, but any traces of who it was are gone, isn't it? It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded?
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body... You'll never be able to identify it now. It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Kyoko. Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko? Kyoko? It's possible. Then that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko.
But
I mean, who else? You son of a bitch. Byakuya knows about the 16th student. There is one other person.
In other words,
The mastermind. Oh well, okay, maybe he doesn't know it's possibly Mukuru Ikusawa. But yeah, it could be the mastermind, yeah. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Yeah, that Monokuma's not working. Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? That corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. How does it not make sense? The mastermind could be a girl. I mean, remember what Alter Ego's... Oh yeah, Alter Ego did say it was a man. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? Oh, here we go. Makoto's revealing. The ultimate despair? Huh? He's revealing everything. Mukuru Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was... Yeah.
The 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuru Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot... How'd she wind up burnt to a crisp? She had a bomb attached to her, I guess. None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait!
What?
What? Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Yeah, she was sent flying. Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Jeez, cold asshole. Oh god. She's fine, but she's definitely in Genocide Jill mode. Yeah. Oh, she survived. Or did one of them die? Oh, she survived. Oh no, it appears to be Toko. Huh? Oh, what just happened, Master? You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. Oh, Jesus. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Still hasn't come up with investigate, so I guess this isn't an official investigation yet. Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. I gotta hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? Okay, check the body again, right. Looks like there's a few things to check. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Oh. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. There's something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What did you steal? Well, it's not the same key. I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. I know exactly where that key goes just by looking at it. It must be the key to the data lab. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other words...
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor? Dorm rooms on the second floor were locked. I don't remember that. On the second floor. Okay. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Wait, but I haven't finished checking out the body and the clue. Oh, fucking hell, really? Alright, so I really have to go check out all these rooms that we couldn't get access to before. Okay. And they're just sending Makoto on his own. Wow. Dickish move. I'm pretty sure it won't unlock the biolab, but let's try. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, the key isn't even close to fitting. Which means the key doesn't go to this room. I know exactly where it goes, just looking at it, it screams data, computers lab. To me, anyway. Okay, so... Right, so we're on the right floor now. Also, guys, I'm just noticing that we've still got the sounds of the crickets and the bugs from the botanics lab when we're on the 4th floor. That's a little weird. I'm not sure if that's a glitch in the game or... Oh, I don't know. It has to be this door. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole... Click. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So, you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center, down on the 4th floor. Then, we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. Thanks, I'm your sacrificial lamb. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Oh god. Oh, Jesus. It's a bit too close for comfort, Byakuya. I like how everyone stood away from the door. It'll be fine. Makoto's on the job. Now that's any kind of guarantee. Not a guarantee. I'm totally sure there won't be another kaboom. For serious. But just to be safe, I'm gonna go stand somewhere else. God, thanks guys. Thanks for helping out. Are you alright, Toko? Master told you he trusts you. Master told you that. Uh-oh, shit. Well, don't let it go to your head. I am so not happy about any of this. I said I trust you. You now have an obligation to live up to that trust. God damn it, dude. If we blow up, I'm not going to be pleased with him. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. And I guess all is fine. Well, at least no explosions. Explosion! Makoto, okay? Nothing happened. Now but the music's gone a bit more darker. What's going on? Also, I'm hoping the cricket chirping and stuff kind of stops. It's a bit weird when you know you're not in the botanics lab. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Oh. So there's that room that had the Monokuma symbol on it. So the Monokuma control room must be through that door. In a word, the room was strange. Right, just while we're here, guys, I'm just looking at the monitors. God, they really did have every single place under surveillance. You can see some of the dorm rooms, the outside the pool area, the locker rooms. You can see the, where is that? Oh, that's the corridor in the gym. It's exactly where the cameras are. That's freaking awesome that they got it so accurate. It's exactly where the cameras were. Holy shit, that is awesome. Strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Oh, what is it, Hiro? Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. I'm assuming he's pointing at the monitors. Yeah, he's pointing at the monitors. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Yeah, exactly. They're showing all of you guys. Although, the botanics lab doesn't show the corpse. Interestingly. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. Yeah, well, it's the only way that Monokuma and the mastermind could witness everything that happens. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is... Yep.
It's all clear.
The mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the mastermind was here, watching us. Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuru Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind. Quite possibly, dude, quite possibly. Then the mastermind is dead. Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? Is that all Hiro can say now? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The mastermind is dead? This seems too easy. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? No, probably not. Because, I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. No, they did not. Then who killed them? So who was it that... But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. Wouldn't keep your hopes up, Hiro.
How about that?
We've got to hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No. We have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exit? He wrote there isn't an exit. At least not one that's not armed with guns. If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. Good point. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murder? You were such an idiot. So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. What? Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Damn. Well, we won't be hearing from Hero much then. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Oh, is this where the investigation part begins? No, still no investigation. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. I agree. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. God damn it. Oh, I meant to click on Hero, but oh well, this'll do. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you used the key that opened this room? That won't work. I know exactly what key we need for that room. Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. You know what key is needed for that. Worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. I mean, I want to know why they were killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our room. Why would the mastermind need a surveillance camera on himself or herself? I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? What else can we look at? The monitors. Or the map. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us? As long as I can have this. Huh? Look at my master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Oh, she wants to subscribe to the service where she can watch her master at all times. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, there's a TV there. Okay, let me just have a look at the computer first. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. Before you believe, guys, we'll get into the system. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it right now. You're right. Okay, it's the only thing left to check out the TV. Yeah, looks like it. Right, TV. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look! Next to that TV. Yeah, what is that? Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. Do we trust Hero with this? I guess so. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Oh! What's wrong? Good news for you, all of you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Oh, great. Really? Now, all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. Oh, you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time? They really thought they could get away with it? Okay, here we go. I freaking knew it! I freaking knew it! So, I've said in a few episodes in the past that when Monokuma was dropping some references after the class trials, it made it sound as if other people were watching what was going on in Hope Speed Academy, and this kind of proves it. This is being live streamed. Oh, this is being streamed to televisions across the outside world, isn't it? Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hiro went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No. There must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. He's back! A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? He's not pissed off the fact that they're in the data center. What? Huh? He's back! Been a while, you frickin' bastards! Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead! Me? Dead? Don't be frickin' stupid! Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different. Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. What? Not even... It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. That's, yeah, good joke, I guess. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going? No! We were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you so serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Don't say it, that's what he wants. Phew, I pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on our blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. So it means you guys are on TV. Huh? But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. Ugh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. ... It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. It means people enjoy watching you all die. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live? To the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now? He doesn't lie much.
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
actually,
What if they already did? Huh?
Then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources.
Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
What? Oh, trial. What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's the little business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Another trial. Huh?
Class trial? Do you mean...
It's the Monokuma file.
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Okay. Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
And he's gone. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment, and how is he still alive? It was a fake. I thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What? I thought we said it wasn't Kyoko. What are you talking about? I thought Mukuru Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuru Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. I can see where his logic's going, but I just don't believe Kyoko's dead at the moment. But, The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is, and that's very true. To have it end like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. And now we investigate. Oh. Nice. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. Oh, interesting. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Okay. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. And the file's been added to our truth bullets. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Okay. Well, so guys, this episode has gone on for quite a while, and I usually hate to leave it at the beginning of an investigation, but unfortunately that's all the time I've got for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc at this time, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then maybe think about giving this episode a nice, beautiful, big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on my channel page as well, so you get regular updates from me. You can also check out all the videos for Danganronpa, plus all the videos that I've done in the past as well. Also, if you hit the notification bell, that will also get YouTube to notify you when I post new videos and posts and updates. Let me also let me know down in the comments down below what you think of this episode. And I'm just getting a little distracted by the music. It's just weird hearing different music. But also let me know down in the comments what you thought about this episode, how you think we're doing so far. Looks like we may be getting somewhere, guys. It's getting interesting, very interesting now. And one theory about it being broadcast live has been confirmed. So yeah, even if you just want to say hi, just post it down in the comments, guys. Anything. Just be respectful to one another, but otherwise go wild in the comments, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.